Probably not. Probably just the name Psychotic Game. This video may contain flashing images and trigger seizures in those with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. I understand. Apparently the owner of this place, Mr. Miles, was a very rich man, and this means a fat paycheck for me. All I need to do is get the riches. The man disappeared some time ago. Just one job, and I'll be set. Oh, right. I see. Bit of breaking and entering. The joy. Money bags to find, 20. Find and collect eye runes to check monster's position and avoid it. Well, I mean, if you insist. Okie dokie. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game in which you hear people screaming, which frankly doesn't surprise me after listening to my voice for 5 minutes, but never mind. Is this a bag of money? Yes, it is. I have a little counter of monies that you can't see behind my big flapping face, so I apologise for that. But yes, this is a little game called Eyes, the horror game. At least I think that's what it's called. This was recommended to me by a good friend of mine who told me that this was originally... This place is very windy. I hear it wailing. I also see what looks like the imprint of some big lips on there, but we won't worry about that. Can I crouch, perhaps? I don't think so. No, I wanted to open the other little drawer, but I don't think I'm allowed to open the other little drawer. To open some sort of injunction on me, but never mind. Can I read some little books and gain knowledge? Review story in the journal. Press J. Many occult titles. Not enough to fill the shelves, however, but never mind. What was this man doing here? Books on curses, rituals, and sacrifices. It doesn't bode well. No. Unless you also wanted to join the cult, in which case it would bode quite well indeed. What's with this tiny piano? I don't know, but there seem to be boxes in which you might find things. Except, thank you. I thought there wasn't quite enough space for me to get past this pillar then, but never mind. Didn't realise it was quite so fat. Yes, this was recommended to me by a friend of mine who told me that this used to be a mobile horror game back in that sort of era, which I think some of the other games that we've played, such as Slenderina in the Basement, or whatever it was called. Can I walk under this, despite the fact it's going to be awfully bad luck, I'm sure? I don't think I can crouch or anything. It does seem to be giving me decent tutorials, though, so maybe I'll be alright. Locate the monster by using the eye runes and hide from it. Press Q. Ooh, so is this a sort of consumable thing, then? Press Q. You never came. You promised. Let's not make a filthy joke. What the hell did I just see? I have no idea. I don't really know how I'm supposed to interpret that image, but never mind. Goodness. I need to get the crime fighters in here. Check hand-drawn map to navigate level. Press M. Oh, is this where I've just come from? I mean, it's got a frying pan with a little painful face on it, so I'm going to assume the answer to that question is yes. We are in the kitchen where we cook faces. Presumably this is where Ed Gein makes his supper. Right. Yes, this seems to be taking me a little bit slowly. So I trust this is a tutorial, and I'm grateful for that. You know what, I might just sit here in the corner and drink a bottle of wine and forget all about my troubles, including this weird bottle of ale from Skyrim, by the looks of it. Or alternatively, I could stick my head out the door and get myself murdered. And suddenly everything was fine. Yes, right, never mind. Let's get the hell on with it, shall we? Alright, well, I was going to say that this reminds me of several different games that I've played, including Dungeon Nightmares and Slenderina games and all that sort of stuff. A number? Yes. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay, right. This has changed. This is a severed head, which seems to have had most of his lips ripped off and its eyes gouged out, so that's a lovely thing to do with your afternoon, but never mind. What do I want that number for? I don't know. This man seems to have had his eyes gouged out as well, so that just seems to be the fashion round here. Another number! Right, this whole place is off. Off its rocker, yes. Goodness, Decker Brothers, can I play the banana? Yes, I can. And I cannot play the banana very well, but I can have a damned good go. Alright. So we seem to have this objective of needing to collect up some money bags in order to rob this gentleman's house. Is this the... That's the room of clattering. We don't go in there. Is this the room I started from? Yes, I think it is. I don't know why everything's shaking. Some sort of poltergeist seems to be here. Is that a sign that the enemy is nigh? I think so, yes. How the hell do I get away from her? Is there like a place I can hide? But, yes, my friend spoke quite highly of this game, saying it was quite scary in their youth. So, I'm hopeful that it will be quite amusing here. There's a little box there. A parcel. It has never been sent. Either that or it's just arrived, one or the other. A picture with a note. Now it's your burden, poor soul. Yes, the burden of having money. And the awful things that happen to you for having money, like, you know, being able to feed your family. Which, depending on your opinions towards your family, you might think that's quite an awful thing. I don't know. I don't know very much about your family, I'm afraid. Run? From what? From whomst? I don't know. I'll hide in a cupboard and hit her with a broom! I'm sure that will mend everything. I don't think I'm frightfully good at this game. But never mind. But yes, I sort of missed the era of old mobile games. Despite the fact that I play many games that came out before I was even born, I didn't play most of the games that, oh, is this the door? I need to farm more bags! Yes. Yes, so that I can bag up all the rubbish and take it out of the bins! Which presumably is what I'm going to find out there. But no, I didn't have a mobile phone or a smartphone until quite late in my life. Something's definitely wrong here. What, and the teeny tiny little coffins by the TV were giving it away, were they? I think that's a sign that she's nearby. I think that this sort of electromagnetic interference that's going on, and the fart I just let out of this cupboard, is, are all signs that she is nigh. What is this? Chocolate chip cookies. What remains of them, at least. Who keeps chocolate chip cookies in a tiny tin by their bed? I don't do that. I don't keep them for very long at all, in fact. I just stuff them in my face and move on with my life. There's a very modern-looking fire escape door up there. But the man looks like he's got some very severely achy shoulders. But we shouldn't worry about any of that. Should we go down, or should we go up? I reckon there's only one more floor up. So let's do this first, and then we can come back down. Do I have a flashlight or anything? Don't think so. Pressing F isn't doing anything. Let's open this little cupboard and find nothing. Apart from a door which doesn't squeak when you open it, but does squeak when you close it, which seems a little weird, but never mind. Here are some vaguely not scary looking people. I'm grateful for this. It makes a nice change from most of the scary pictures we have to look at when we play these little horror games. Right. There's no door into this room, which upsets me a little bit, because I feel like going through doors is the only thing that's keeping me safe around here. Again with the squeakiness. Is this supposed to be a window? It's not frightfully transparent. Where I come from, windows need to be that one thing, if nothing else. I don't think I can go through here. Lots of papers here. Yes indeed. Right, and another one of these things. I should probably start using these, except I don't really know how to translate the gubbins it tells me. Okay, there is another floor up there. What's through here? Some fire. Ah, this must be where they did the sacrifices. Yes, this is where they tie people up with intestines, by the looks of this. Just the burden of which he spoke. If you mean living with spiders, that does sound pretty burdensome. Can I get this off? Yes, I need it not like that. Would you get your heads out of the gutter, for crying out loud? I need a tool to unlock the door. Alright, fair enough. Alright, I reckon she's near. I'm going to use one of my doodads. Okay, so I think we're looking from her point of view, right? When we use that, we must be looking from her perspective. I can see a flickering light over there, which perhaps suggests that she's nearby. Which means I'm going to go this way like a big clever person, because this way wasn't flickery. So yeah, I think the idea of that is that it tells you where, or it lets you see her point of view. So then if you If you then see something you recognise, like a door or a bit of furniture, you then know where she is. So like if you saw this bathroom, for example, you think, oh, she's in the bathroom. And I'll tell you what that reminds me of, because I've been thinking for the last couple of minutes that was very familiar to me, that there was another game that did that and I couldn't think what it was. It was, well, I can open the frickin' door. What? More notes. A curse? What, the curse of monetary diarrhea? Do I have more things here? Some notes here. The man tried to lift a curse from his family. What is going on here? There's more. The only thing I can do is trap the curse in my photograph. This is where it ends for me. What, in the toilet? I think 1 or 2 English kings of history have died on the toilet, so that's a thing. Hospital grade first aid. I thought first aid was the thing you got before you got to the hospital, but never mind. No, I was thinking of that game that we played ages ago. I can't remember what it's called. Something like Shadows of Reloth or something to that effect. Eerie bottle, rat poison. Right. This is far too frickin' modern and far too frickin' wide. I remember the era of Princess. My giddy aunt, am I glad we've moved on from that. But what are these for? You tell me, mate. You're the heckin' protagonist and I ain't. Yeah, Princess were never this frickin' wide. We didn't need an entire double-decker bus to lay these things out on. Although we didn't need a great deal less. Can I use the phone? Or is it... No, okay, I thought it was flashing as if it was the thing I could interact with, like these sort of paintings and cupboards. In reality, I don't think it is. I think it's just oddly... Hello? Alright, we'll try to get out and see you on Tuesday afternoon, if that's alright with you. Thank you for using Phil's crazy company services. Right, okay. More money, huzzah. I'm not doing frightfully bad at this, which is sort of shocking. A picture of this house? You could have fooled me. It looks like a lump in the sea, but never mind. It's just a piece about artistic piece about ocean pollution. Goodness only frickin' knows. But no, there was a game that we played. It was a little indie game, sort of Lovecraftian thing, where you wandered around a map and tried to avoid a sort of Lovecraftian beast, whilst assuming that's supposed to be a bottle of wine and not just some random gibberish they've decided to write on there. Let's money! This spectre is haunting me. What did I do? Maybe I annoyed it by constantly yammering on. He just kept hitting. Yes, that infernally effective baseball player. How dare he not strike out? Right. I'm going to pretend like I've got the faintest baldies what's going on. But no. To finish my frickin' tangent, that Lovecraftian game had not a consumable item, but a sort of a podium that you could stand on, where you'd then see out of the eyes of your enemy in order to see where he was at the time. So I think perhaps that may have been inspired by this, or the other way around, I don't know. That sounds old enough that it would be in the public domain, which is one of the... No, I want to open the cupboard. Thank you very much. And by cupboard, I mean drawer. This is a cupboard. Yeah, it sounds old enough that it could be in the public domain. And one of the wonderful things about indie games is that they're starting to use the stuff which is coming into the public domain as more and more stuff enters it. Which is nice. Run! Alright, if you insist, you don't have to convince me. I'm just going to operate under the assumption that rooms are safe. At least for the time being. Perhaps in later levels or higher difficulties there's fewer rooms and fewer doors. One doesn't know. One thinks it would probably be a good idea to get the bloody hell out of here, however, because it's all flickery. Right, never mind. He looks tired and scared. He looks a bit bug-eyed, if you ask me. She's young and still happy. She looks frickin' miserable. She seems concerned. That one's vaguely frickin' accurate. Maybe about her awful parents' fashion choices. She seems exhausted. What the hell is up with this? So I can sort of adjust them. So. But then when I hit the fourth one, it then sort of resets it all. There must be some sort of sequence to this. I'm just going to try a few random ones for no particularly good defined reason. Nope, Nailball is what it is. Perhaps we'll figure that out later. Perhaps that's got something to do with the numbers. I wonder if that's an optional thing, or if that's something that's necessary in order to get the last few bags of money. I don't know, but perhaps we should go down to a lower floor and see what else we can find. Should we see where she is? I have no idea. I do recognise that piece of furniture, but I don't know where it was. Hopefully it wasn't round this bend. No, I don't think it was. Good. Let's go the hell away from this place before we get murdered. Don't know what the death screen's going to look like, but I imagine it's going to be quite brutal. Okay, there's only one more floor down here as well. Hang on, didn't we see a staircase somewhere that I completely forgot about? Also, what's this little lectern with some little buttons for firing off a rocket and also a little traffic light? I don't understand these things. Never mind. Also, darn it. Dang, no, but I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully away from the silly voice that I've decided to put on. I left a bag of money behind. Pick the bag of money up now. Can't run. This curse is following me. I've left 2 bags of money behind. A door! A door! Go through the door! I need to find the key. Oh, dag. Garden. I have run out of stamina. This chap has not been getting his exercises. Oh, hooray, good. I think I did a thing. That means I must have seen most of the level then. Oh, hooray. Oh, good, a big spade. I can bash her with this. Marvellous. Okay, right. I think I've walked past maybe... What? The photograph is the key. I must transfer the curse. What photograph are you talking about? Also, what's with the little solitary confinement prison cells in your basement, mate? Or of your employer's basement, mate? Also, what's with the little wheels? Didn't really get that. I remember my friend mentioning Granny as well at one point. Also, to collect all the eyes on the level. I clearly haven't collected all of the eyes because I've just collected another one. Let's see what she does now. Does she get to the door and turn away? Yeah. The fire. It burns. It hurts. I imagine that it does. Fire does tend to do that. Right, never mind any of that. The shovel is the only way to get deeper. Can I take the shovel with me? Is that a thing that I can do? No, perhaps they meant a different shovel. I don't know, for crying out loud. What does she look like anyway? Oh my giddy... Oh my giddy aunt. Sometimes, in design... they say less is more. When it comes to baddies, I generally don't agree with that principle, but when it comes to a severed head with some sort of floating spinal cord underneath her, and nothing else, I might be inclined to agree with the old adage of less is more. My goodness, that was an unpleasant image, and I have no desire to see it again, although I'm sure I will before the evening is out. Okay. I'm guessing that this perhaps has 2 endings. 1, you gather up all the money and run away. And 2, nothing else here. Time to search elsewhere. There's more money. I've had enough. I better leave this place. My goodness, I never thought I'd see the day when I met somebody who actually could have themselves enough money. Alright, well, I vaguely remember where the exit was. So I reckon if we just catapult ourselves out the door, which way is she coming from? Well, the wrong way! Kitty aunt. I have a really bad feeling I'm about to get spinal corded in the butt. But somehow I survived that. Okay. That's grand. There's something about the visual effect that you can see when you're looking through her eyes. It reminds me oddly of echolocation for some reason. I mean, she has had her eyes gouged out by the looks of it, so maybe that's what it's going for. Go through the door, through the door, through the door! I don't know if I survived or not. It was her, I'm sure of it. It even looked similar. The place was supposed to be abandoned, but why am I seeing her? I can't shake the feeling that she keeps calling me, that she's still in the shadows. What should I do? Turn the light on? I don't know. Hooray! I did it! Good, I think. My giddy aunt. I did say that I didn't want to see this image again. Actually, I don't think she has had her eyes gouged out. I think they're just all red. Right. Hooray! I think I did it. Took longer than I expected, but never mind. Did we actually have a menu before? I don't remember that. Options. There are not a great many options. Were there any controls that I didn't see? like crouching or lights or not many controls at all, in fact. Throw meat. That's not a phrase I thought I was going to say this evening, but here we are. Okay, let's try expert mode. Oh golly, oh goodness, there's all sorts of different things. Hang on a minute. Oh, there's different levels. There's a chap who's doing this sort of hand gesture, which reminds me of something, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Right, Charles, the hospital warden. Good boy guards the school. Some sort of vampire dog from Skyrim, by the looks of it. Witch curses the mansion. Double trouble. Beware the double the fear, double the challenge. Be extra careful of the Krasius and Charles haunting the level. At least you can't die twice, unless you die and then have another go at the level, like I will undoubtedly do. Interesting. So is that the name of the first one? Yes, Karasu. Yes, indeed. That's her frickin' stomach, isn't it? That's her frickin' stomach. Which means she's still attached to her esophagus and her stomach and most of her intestines. That's disgusting. Right, never mind. I seem to miss some of the notes, but never mind. Never mind. Let's stop looking at that. Let's look at something else instead. This building seems abandoned. Papers I found in the mansion don't tell much, but apparently this place has some sort of mental institution. Mr. Miles was hospitalized here. Hopefully I'll learn more inside and grab some loot for good measure. Yes, because medical institutions are known for being chock-a-block full of money. They certainly aren't in this country. Particularly not mental institutions, which I doubt exactly were full of people with a lot of money to chuck around. Right, never mind. Let's have a look at this chap's a very muscular... Well, I was going to say six-pack. It's more of a three-pack, but we won't worry about that. Another... I'm sorry. What? You think that I'm gonna go to work all day and work hard to earn money only to come home and have my guts ripped out by some sort of naughty Charlie boy? I'll go upstairs and I'll fight. Yes, I'm talking about you. Can't see most of you, but never mind. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to find my stick and I'm going to... Oh, I'm going to give you a damn good thrashing, I think. Right, never mind. We've had our slight intoxicated episode, and now we're going to get the hell on with the rest of our lives. Right. Note to self: when exploring abandoned mental hospitals, run the hell away. Yes, when exploring random mental institutions that haven't had anybody in them for a hell of a long time, maybe don't drink the first bottle of random medicine that you find lying on the sideboard. Maybe don't do that, Phil. Oh, goodness. He would seem to be after me. And I haven't found any doors that I can hide in. There's a rat here. An old, mangy rat. At least I didn't try to eat it, which is less than I can say of the last time I found some sustenance. Right. Okay, here are some more muscular bits. And here are some brain scans, I think. Excellent. Right, and here's this again. Okay, oh goodness. He's after me. Can I go through any of these doors? Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't click on the door, do I? I just sort of bash my face into them and let life sort itself out. My giddy aunt. This game doesn't slow down, and I kind of love it for that reason. But, I think I was talking about Granny before. Yes, by which you do not refer to, one of my great forebears. No, I think my friend mentioned that either this was in the same sort of vein as Granny or was made by the same person as Granny. I can't remember. I think Slenderina in the Basement, or Slenderini, or whatever the hell her name was also made by the Granny person. And now something else has happened, but goodness only knows what. Somebody would appear to be blinded, judging by the blindfold. I don't know if that's me or the enemy. Judging by the fact that I can still see what the hell it is I'm doing, I'm going to assume it's the enemy. Pressing R isn't doing anything, so I would assume that I am not currently thoroughly equipped with throwable meats. I presume that is not the reality of our current situation. How about I don't get boozed up again? Right. Don't know what that's about. What does this do? Oh, like a red potion and a green potion at the same time turns me into Little Red Riding Hood. Well, isn't that good to know? Do I need to drink both in quick succession then? This place is calling me. How is it connected? Connected to Narnia? Let's not make that frickin' joke again. Presumably not. No. Right. Okay. This is interesting, although I don't really know what benefit it's going to serve for me, because I don't know where I'm going to find another green bottle. But maybe I can cook something up in this bizarre distillery. Let's get away from this howling monk. So red and green... Maybe the cloak meant stealth. Like red and green makes you stealthy, versus green and then red makes your milk cartons tremble with terror. Only seems appropriate. Nothing here. Yeah, so presumably if I drank a green one and then I drank a red one, that would have some sort of special effect on me. Interesting, but you do not mean the way in which they made Star Wars fancy. Right. Let's see where he is. Just stay where you are, boy. Right. I hoped never to hear that voice again. Interesting order of words, but never mind. So he's some sort of orderly, perhaps? Someone who used to work here? And not content with tormenting the living, they decided to torment the dead as well? Lovely stuff. Is this a morgue? Please, this is a frickin' morgue. You know, what are you talking about your father? I do wish these lines would stay here long enough for me to read them. Okay, here's a chance for me to test something. Let me go with green first, and then quickly drink the red one. What does this do? Zoom! Zoom! The quickness power! Yes, and now I'm drinking more green stuff. Hooray. Probably shouldn't. I don't know. What happens if I drink more green stuff? Drink potions in the right order to obtain the extra eyes. I don't know what that did. Maybe that boosted the number of eyes I've got in my inventorium. I don't know. Let's pick this up and go away. It just hurts walking through these halls. Yes, mainly because I keep seeing things that make me want to gouge my eyes out, but that's beside the point. Can I go through here? Yes, I can. And can severely regret that I did, because that body bag is too small to be an adult human being. Please tell me I can't open this. Bodies in bags. Yes, indeed. Right. Interesting. So when you click on things... Okay, yes, you get extra information about them in the journal. He stared at me, but he's probably the only creature here that doesn't want to kill me. Well, in that regard, he's the friendliest thing I've met all day. I must have wandered into the morgue. Hopefully the dead stay dead. Yes, that seems quite a reasonable thing to demand of them, but never mind. Morgue fridge. I didn't need to know that those things were fridges. I would have been quite happy knowing that they were simply containers for the corpses, but never mind. That body's even smaller. I'm hoping that's a scaling issue. Surgery tools, they seem rusted. Where did this go? The murky eyes mixture. Am I going blind? No, the mixture narrows my field of vision. Oh, I didn't notice it doing that before. Never mind. I can't scroll through this or anything, so it just seems like sometimes different ones appear, like the one with the rat isn't here anymore. The haste potion! I have so much energy! I can run for days! I can't stop myself! Hopefully it will last. It didn't. Presumably I just discovered the recipe to Red Bull. Hell, for all I know, the recipe to Red Bull is isn't a corporate secret. I don't know. And frankly, I don't care to know. I'm not really one for energy drinks. Alright. Let's just relax. Apart from most things, everything's going to be fine. What's in here? Please tell me not a corpse. Money! Yes, Emily writes about the photograph. What? Who's Emily? Another entry in the journal. Dad says that he has to make everything okay again. I'm glad. He tells me to hide his photo well. Children being told by adults to conceal photographs. Let's not even go there. Let's just move swiftly on and back to the morgue, which oddly seems quite appealing now compared to the previous concept. But we won't get into that. Nothing in here, I'm grateful. And in here. And here. At least it's money. You know, call me crazy, right? Because I'm in a mental institution. But call me crazy. But I do think that if your mental institution has... Oh, giddy. If your mental institution has need of a morgue, you probably need to improve your hygiene standards. just a thought, but it's the only one I've had today, and I'm quite proud of it, so you'll forgive me if I, harp on about it for a while. What the hell are these? Oh, these are, I think what the hell are you talking? I do wish these things would stay here longer. I think the photograph is the one I found, the photo. I think she refers to the one I found earlier. I stepped into something I should not touch. Yes, and it's making the bottom of my shoes stink. Now I am doomed as well. Well, darn everything to hell in a handbasket. Okay, right. Again, I'm either frightfully tall or there's a scaling issue in this game because these, some of these things seem a bit small, but we won't worry about that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Maybe it's just a small game for a small man with a small brain. In which case it sounds quite well suited to me, myself and I. Right, I have no idea where we are, or where we're going, or why the hell we're doing any of the things that we are, but we'll carry on doing them just for the sake of whiling away a few more moments before our own inevitable deaths. What is this? This is some sort of map. It doesn't tell me anything interesting apart from the fact that I need to leave immediately. Red and red equals money, apparently. She writes that her father wanted to spend his last days at home. Well, that doesn't seem frightfully uncommon or unpleasant. Interesting. Scans of someone's hip, I think. Either that or just a very scary looking owl, judging by this one in the middle. So if I drink 2 red potions, I make a lot of money. Interesting. I don't really think that's what drunkenness would do to you, but by all means try. So the red potion there. There was another one in here, I think. So what I'm going to do is drink this and then get the bloody hell out of here. And then drink this and see what happens. See money bags through obstacles. Ah, and see stuff. Ain't that just cool? The answer to that is yes. It's sort of detective vision. Oh, cool. Okay, well at least now I know that most of the money is up here on the top floor, and I know that there's more money than the total amount which is necessary. Fair enough. And now I've also remembered how to get through the doors by bashing my head on them. Ow, my head. What did drinking 2 green ones do again? Drink 10 potions! I did a thing! I don't know what I did because it didn't tell me, but never mind. She writes about a swing and a rope. Right, like the rope that we saw in the basement of that house a little while ago, which probably strangled somebody who was being sacrificed. Poor Emily, but I must move on. Was she a patient here? This game is missing a severe amount of context. I don't know if the mobile version would have had much more context. I feel like mobile games focused a lot more on I don't really know why you want to leave. Never mind. I mean, I know why you want to leave. I just don't know why you want to leave the money behind. Do I want green? Was it green and red or red and green? I want to say green and then red. No, it wasn't green and then red. This was the fast potion, wasn't it? No, the bottle. There we are. Yeah, so now I can move really quickly. This is like infinite stamina or something. Ah, I see. So this gives you infinite stamina. I would have rather tested out the stealth one, but never mind. Let us run away from this evil place. Huzzah, we did it and everything. It was him, I'm sure of it. This damned man. How did he return? I was sure that was behind me, but there he was, chasing me, suffocating me like he used to. No more. I need to learn more. Is he tied to this old place, or is he tied to me? Right. Has the protagonist been in that mental institution before? I don't know. In fact, I've no idea. Let's go back into here for a minute, and we can now play the school level. Interesting. This seems to have some little context of things. The embodiment of ancient evil, able to travel through... Thank you for not letting me read that. Explore an old abandoned... Yes, use mystical potions. Travel through different dimensions via magic portals. Like all good people. Hey, don't look at me. I haven't got the faintest idea what's going on. I'm just here for the ride, mate. This building seems abandoned. Papers I found on the mansion don't tell much, but this... wait, hang on a minute. I've been here before, haven't I? Well, this is a bit of a pickle. Never mind. This gives me an opportunity to get myself murdered. Should we try the stealth potion, actually? I can't remember which way round that was. Was that green and then red, or red and then green? It's red and then green. Okay, I'll need to find a green potion. I know this is a little bit of an interlude, and for that I sincerely apologise, but if I grab a red potion and become thoroughly inebriated and rather disgraceful, and my mother's ashamed of me, and drink this, what does it do? I don't know. Invisibility power! Ha ha! I'm invisible! This isn't really going to help, because the thing I want to do right now actually is get myself killed so that I can go back to the menu and carry on with a different level. But never mind, because I clicked on this one ever so slightly by mistake. But never mind. He must be around here somewhere. This will be interesting, actually, because it says I'm invisible, but it doesn't say that I'm invincible. So perhaps I can get myself caught by just walking into him and giving him a great big kiss. I'm sure this portal-loving eldritch demon would love a great big kiss. Look on the bright side, at least when I'm kissing someone I can't be talking, so there's that bright side to every bloody grey cloud. I love the fact that when I'm trying to die I can't achieve it. Ah dear, okay, well never mind. We saw the invisibility power, this bizarre fog of war effect it brings on, but other than that, it doesn't tell me very much at all. Where are you, friend? There you are. Hello! Indeed. Collect money bags and then get to the exit. I know. I didn't try very hard, but I did know that's what I was doing. Right, hopefully you did your homework, or else you're going to learn a thing or two the hard way. Yes, particularly some very hard canine teeth being installed into my buttocks. Right, this hellish beast dwells in dark corridors, bribe it with raw meat or become its meal. Ah, this is what the chucking of the meat is about. Mr. Miles' daughter was really interested in this curse. Maybe she uncovered something that I missed. I didn't find anything on this in the mansion, so her school seemed like a good second guess. Yes, because as we all know, all culty people leave messages about their culty activities in their schools. Yes, you know, I might try her room, her diary, her iCloud account, I don't frickin' know. Why everything connected to this story starts to rot with time. Most things rot with time, if I'm completely honest with you. Right, here we are in a school. A very American school. Right, let us open some lockers and see if we can find some teddy bears in here in amusing poses, if this is one in a Fallout game, but perhaps not. Can we hear some banging tunes?
A's an apple, apple, B's a ball, ball, C's a cat, cat.
That is quite enough of that for... Oh, let me do the calculations quickly. Carry the 3, and that makes 27 million years. Yes, that's how long we've had enough of that for. The next 27 million years! Now I can hear a ghost writing something on the blackboard. Excellent. Good. They were presumably carrying the 3. Good. Let me never hear that ever again for the rest of my life. Who left this frickin' door open? I don't know. I can hear a bell, and I remember the a speaker. But it's not the hat of a frickin' gnome that someone stuck on the wall for a joke, is it? Fire. Oh, fire extinguisher. Yes. I just said fire. As if this is where we keep the fire down here. Please tell me this is a water fountain and not somewhere to relieve oneself. Oh dear. What are these? This is a bell. Yes, a rusted school bell, indeed. What else have we got? Some money. Why would there be lots of money hanging around in school? Kids are broke, and so are teachers. At least the ones in this country are, anyway. Yeah, I noticed one of the little messages when the level was loading up said something about the bell. I don't know what the bell does. Nothing good, I imagine. Ah, some meat! This will keep the base busy for a while. What was the meat button again? R, I think. Is the bell making the doors open? It's a very burpy beast, isn't he? Come here, boy! Dinner time! There we go. That worked. A little bit. I don't remember this being here before. Must have tripped over it. Right. Let's stand here in the corner and pretend like everything's fine, even though everything is definitely awful. Can I see where he is? Master, is that you? No. No, no. I couldn't possibly put up with a pet that made as much of a burping noise as you do. It's alright, the cat's asleep, so she didn't hear any of that. Tremendous. My giddy aunt, this is a very strange game. I like it. It's quite interesting. And if you got all this in the why were you keeping pork chops in your desk, Mr. Principal? I don't know. I don't have the answers to these questions. And frankly, I don't want to know what the answers to these questions are. Okay, I get the idea is that the school bell opens all the doors, and then that means that the dog can then chase you. Versus if the doors are shut, then the dog probably can't get in. So that's just bully. I'm guessing this was some sort of geography room. Yes, indeed. Oh yes, look, there are flags on here. Wait, hey. I haven't been to Portugal many times. I'm pretty sure the Portuguese flag is not a white flag with 4 freaking bullet holes in it, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they changed it recently and didn't tell anybody. Apart from the people that made this game. Goodness only freaking knows. Alright, I can hear him, and I'm sure the protagonist can smell him. But other than that, I've nailed Baldi's where he is. Right, this does have another piano in it, so possibly this was the music room. I don't see any tuning forks, do see some trembling chalk, however. Well, goodness, I didn't do frightfully well at that. Giddy aunt. Harder levels give more coins. Coins for what? What do we use coins for? I don't know. Can we buy things with coins? Probably. As I understand it, that is sort of how the economy operates. Right. Let's not listen to this. It hasn't been 27 million years. It hasn't even been 27 minutes. But, let's just carry on with our life, shall we? Okay. Relax. Everything is fine. Apart from all the meat, everything's fine. School broadcasting system. It's completely busted. Oh, that's a shame. I rather thought I could sort of send out distracting messages in order to lure my enemy away, like in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. That would have been somehow entertaining, but sadly it didn't work. Could have sent out little messages like yeah, bollocks. I mean, I wouldn't say that in a school. You'd probably get told off for that. No, you can send out little messages and say things like big sale on burgers down in the ditch outside the school grounds where you're definitely not going to get hit over the head with a spade, Mr. Dog. But let's not get into any of that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. You know, I really am struck by the resemblance between the model of this dog and the... I can't remember what they're called. Are they called death hounds or something? The vampire's dogs in Skyrim. What the hell is that over there? Is that a book I can read? Is it a book? Oh, read my brain. A blank notebook. No, it's not a book I can read. It's a book somebody could write something in and then read something out of afterwards, but not before. Never mind. Let me get the bloody hell out of here, although I am still curious to see if there's money. I need money, I'm very poor, and I didn't have time to make anything for the bake sale. Some sort of crap, I don't know what I'm talking about. Reading room. Ah, this is where we'll find a book I can read, surely. We've found some books, but perhaps we haven't found anything that we can read yet. There's a book on biology here, yes, and home economics. Indeed. Which has nothing to do about the exports and imports of your domestic economy, but I believe has something to do with sort of cooking and family history. What, in the toilet? This is a very weird family you have, mate. Wait, see, I'm going to go in here for a second and use okay, he's just gone down a set of steps. And now he's gone back up a set of steps. Oh, bully. Oh, bloody hell. Are there any books of which I can see the titles of? What does that say? The medical directory. I think that says possibly the medical dictionary. I'm not entirely sure, and I don't frankly care to find out. Could you pick up the money, please? It's Mr. Miles' family. It's just a bag of money. When will you stop? What the hell is that? It's very freaking gormless. I'll give it that. Could you stop getting overly attached to bags of currency, you muppet? Family is supposed to be like brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles and grandfathers and granddaughters and that sort of thing. What's under there? Oh, nothing. It's a tile. I thought it was a poster with a face on it. I stand corrected. Main office. Yes, let's go in here so we can get distracted by some files or something. Hello? Can I call anyone on the phone? Don't think I can. Just get some more stuff here for the old dog and bone instead. Right. What does this say? Certificate presented to Mr. James Cooper. Something, the great contribution to the something and the something from our school administrator, USA, Detroit, Illinois, Detroit 1980 something. Or possibly 1930 something. I don't know. Old school diplomas. Yes, yes indeed. Right, alright. Fair enough. I'm glad to see the people in charge of the school were well educated. You don't want a load of bumpkins running your school like we have in this country. Oh, this is the exit. Is the exit not where I started? Presumably not, no. Where's the doggo? I do not know where the doggo is. Kitty Hunt. It sounds less like a dog and more like a frickin' rancor, to make another reference to Star Wars. Let's go in the toilets because this went so well for me last time. Yes, more money, though gladly not more family history in the frickin' toilets. Kitty Hunt. If your family is money and your family history is a toilet, what kind of fricked up life have you lived? I don't know, and I don't frankly care to know. I just want this all to end as quickly as humanly possible. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's just relax. Everything's going to be fine. There we are. Okay, we're making good progress on the old money. No, it's going to detail, finally. What the hell are you talking about? Shouldn't really have clicked on that again, because it's making a load of infernal noise. Right. This is very, well, I was going to say it's very reminiscent of Granny. No, it's not. It's more reminiscent of things like Slenderina in the basement, because Granny was more about finding specific items in order to allow you to escape. Which, in fairness, this is doing as well, but Granny sort of went a step further than that, in that you need specific items in order to do specific tasks in order to escape. Where is he? I beg you to stop, master. Stop what? What? Oh, what have I done? I lost it then, boy. Would anybody like to slow down for 2 shakes of the dog's proverbial tail and tell me what the bleeding hell's going on? Because I somehow might have missed a memo. I think I might have been away from school, sick for a little while, and missed a few lessons. Perhaps you could give me a little catch up. Giddy on. Okay, I think we've been through most of this floor. No, we haven't, because they have tiny, tiny little computers. Which are frankly the size of iPads, but never mind. You must install your software on these PCs. Thank you. Shouldn't that be done before I start? But never mind. What does this say? Support IT Open Access. IT Open Access Center opening out. What the hell are you talking about? I don't know. Does that mean what I think it means? The sign? I don't know what it means. I can't understand any of it. Taskmaster, why did you hurt me? Because you stink, that's why. I suppose. Okay, right. I think you went up a set of stairs. Okay, I only need 2 more bags of money. And then I've got enough money to go to college and I get the hell out of here. Let's have this. It looks like we haven't been here before, judging by the fact there's a few bits and pieces around here. So let's get as much stuff as we can and then run away. So more meat. I haven't had to use very much meat this time. I could do with a bit less meat and a bit more money, but never mind. Don't know what this means. Some sort of slang, presumably. Gabe number 33. That's like a cross between the pet of Dr. Boris from Fallout New Vegas and one of the Gary clones, but we shan't get into all of that contrived nonsense. We'll just severely regret that we came within 16 miles of this bloody old cupboard. Oh, giddy aunt. Maybe I should drop some food. Did that work? Presumably not, no, because it's telling me to run again. I'll chuck some more food down there. Oh, giddy aunt. It's frightfully plappy. I don't like plappy meat noises. I don't need plappy meat noises in my life. It's just not something that I need. Okay, right, never mind. Let's get on with life. I like this. I can see why this would be particularly scary if you were playing it on a smartphone, because you'd be holding it in your hands, and then if you got scared, you might drop it or lose your dexterity. So I can understand why this would become a little scarier if you're doing it on a smartphone rather than if you're doing it on a computer, this being the Steam release, of course. This may shock you to learn this, but I'm not doing this on some old iPhone 4 or whatever was around at the time. Did they even make an iPhone 4? I don't know. I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention to technology back then. I was too busy playing games that were too old for me to have played when I was alive at the time. But no, let's just abandon all hope of ever seeing our family again, and accept the fact that my buttock is going to be eaten in a moment. My giddy aunt. I remember the other levels being a little easier to navigate. Silly thing is I do actually need to keep searching for stuff because I need to find more. I need to find additional meats. I do find it amazing that we haven't found a frickin' cafeteria that might have some frickin' meat in it, but never mind. Forgive my language, shouldn't be this way in a school. Shouldn't say frickin' meat, should say flipping meat or something, I don't know. Which actually is the thing that people do now that I think about it. And I return to my previous reference about the burgers. Oh dear. Maybe that's why I'm so intense about my giddy aunt. I'm going to have some sort of concussion in a minute from bashing all these doors in my face. No. Perhaps that's why this kid is so so intent on getting hold of money, because he doesn't want to end up flipping burgers because he hasn't gone to he hasn't had enough money to go to college. I don't know. I also don't know where the exit is because I have no ruddy memory of where that was. I'm going to assume it was on the top floor because that seems reasonable. Let's be honest, I wouldn't mind chucking myself out of a top floor window. At least then I'd die quickly and less painfully. Where am I? On the other side of this room, I think, so I'm going to leave immediately. Okay, just relax. Just everybody, hold on to your darned dogs for 2 seconds. Everything's going to be fine, apart from most things. Where the hell is the exit? Kitty yacht, I better not be walking into a dead end. Where is the exit, for crying out loud? Oh man, I keep finding this stupid computer science room again. I don't want to learn to program unless I can program a door into this game. I don't know if you can program doors into games while you're in the middle of playing them, but goodness knows I try. Oh, the poor pooch. I never meant that to the boy. Man, I like the phrasing in this game is bizarre. I was so angry, so sad, I'm so sorry. I did not control myself, and you paid the price. You were always there for me. Is this some sort of punishment for what happened? I think I deserved it. You were guilty of nothing, and now you hate me and haunt me, lurking in the corridors, waiting for me, like hide and seek. I cannot let you find me, boy. Not yet. I need answers. So do I, and I'm not getting any, but that's not the point. My giddy aunt, it's a scare. It's a bizarrely human face as well. You know what that reminds me of, actually? We played a game ages ago. I can't remember what it was called. Swallow the Deep? I have a funny feeling it might have been called Swallow the Deep. It was about bizarre underwater creatures that had bizarrely human faces and a lot of frickin' teeth. They looked a bit like that. Okay. What else have we got? The witch curses the mansion. This one's different. It has totems. Clever witch. Devices will inflict curses upon contact. Oh, cool. And we can do this on normal mode, hard mode, or nightmare mode. Just as if things can get frickin' difficult enough. Oh, so there's actually quite a wide range of difficulties. I feel like there must be a lot more in this game than there was in my giddy aunt. I feel like there must be a lot more in this game than there was in than there presumably was in the in the mobile version. Let's not do it on normal. Let's try doing it on hard and see what sort of thing that does to us. Oh goodness, I need 30 monies. College has got more expensive due to inflation. Never mind. Maybe I'll go to college and study economics, and then I'll learn all about that. Wouldn't that be bully? Right. At least we know the territory. We don't know the villainous old hag that we're going to have to deal with, but we understand the territory and we understand the mechanics a little bit better. So let's play some music in order to jazz this place up a bit. Highly jazzy. Indeed, indeed. Louis Armstrong will be spinning his grave to hear that, but never mind. Again, what's with these numbers? These must serve some little purpose, but goodness only knows what it is. This is the room of filth again. Yes, I remember this. What was it saying about totems? I don't know, but if we search around, we might find ourselves one. Alternatively, we can just find ourselves a bottle of vinegar de vin blanc. Yes, which I'm entirely sure is definitely how that's pronounced. Okay. So the high difficulties obviously relate to larger amount of money being required in order to complete the level. What the hell is this? I did a thing, and I quite possibly ballsed it up. She seems to be moving a little bit faster than previously, which is interesting. She seems to have gone, and of this I'm grateful. Is there a little parcel down here again? Yes, but not one I can click on. Interesting, so maybe the enemy also moves faster. Interesting, so did I balls this up, and is that why she started chasing me? Or did I do it right, and if I'd done it worse, or if I'd done it wrong even, it would have gone even worse, and I would have another escaping fart. It would have harmed me in some way, perhaps slowing me down so that she could then run towards me and catch me all the quicker. I don't know. Or maybe she just coincidentally happened to turn up at that exact moment. That seems plausible as well. Interesting. Interesting. I also feel like there's a little... there's definitely another game I've played that's got a mechanic like this where you need to sort of click at the right moment as the thing spins around a little dial in order to perhaps deactivate a bomb or something? Yes. Yes, The Evil Within, that's the one where it had the dial that span round. You had to click it at the right moment in order to stop the bomb from going off. That's right, I knew I remembered it from somewhere. The thing is, I've actually got no idea how old this game is originally, so I've nailed what this may have inspired or what may have inspired this. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm getting... Oh, bollocks. I am thoroughly drunk again. What happens if you get it wrong again while you're still drunk? It resets the drunkitude! That's a thing we've learned. There's a lot of freaking money in there. There's also some money up there, I've just realised. Giddy aunt. Giddy aunt. Let me leave immediately if that's not too much of an imposition. Would you ever frickin' run again? The answer to that question would seem to be... I appear to have had my brain broken in, but never mind. Should we try that again? Right. I'd like to win this. I have no certainty whatsoever that I will win it, but I promise you I'll try. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this on hard difficulty. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I don't think I'm going to get like a good ending because of this. It does seem like there are some little secrets around, like the little prison cell which has some extra money in it, but maybe I was overestimating the importance of those little things, and you don't get like a better ending for doing those extra bits and bobs. Maybe they're just another way of accessing a bit of money if you can find the right bits and pieces in order to use them. I don't know, but let's just relax. Because, and this may shock you, that is what video games are for. As much as people may tell you otherwise, video games are meant for relaxation. Which begs the question why we design so many frickin' scary ones. But don't worry about that. Let's go upstairs this time. Because if everything went wrong downstairs, what could possibly go wrong upstairs? Apart from... Oh, blast. Oh, bash. I appear to have had my skull broken in. Right, you'll forgive me, I hope. We have to stand the difficulty. Right. Dear. You know, there's something about the the visuals of all this, particularly this little room that reminds me of some of the Amnesia games, which is bizarre because I've actually never played any of the Amnesia games, nor have I ever seen anybody play them, which sort of begs the question of how I know what they look like and why I would think that this looks familiar to it. But for some reason that's exactly what I think, so you'll forgive me for that, I sincerely hope, or alternatively just hold it against me for the next 7 years. An old globe. Most globes are old, given that I don't think many people have new ones manufactured. A saw! This may be useful for chopping the limbs off that irritating witch. Yes. Yes, I quite agree with you, my friend. Very useful indeed. Wasn't just for sawing up a few flies in here. Goodness only knows. Saws are highly multi-purpose devices, so I'm sure we will, we'll find some good use for them. Oh, bollocks. I think the sweet spot, for want of better terminology, was a little wider this time around. She's having a rare old time, rattling the rafters, isn't she? Oh, where she is. I think she's just around the corner, actually. Either that or she's just gone this way, I don't know. Yep, there she is. Okay, well that proves that indeed we are safe when we are in one of these little rooms. And she's definitely moving slower. Okay. Okay. So high difficulties mean you need... What? I didn't do anything. All I did was pick up an eye. You'll be stuck in this cupboard for longer than Harry Potter, for crying out loud. Right, now that I've sobered up... This freaking rattling... This stupid old hag would ever go downstairs and get on with the rest of my life. Right, I just want a few moments of quiet. And to stop going through the same rooms again and again and again. Oh dear. Is the money in the same place each time? I have a funny feeling the money's in the same place. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I don't know. How much money do you need for the nightmare difficulty? 40? That seems like an awful lot. I feel like that's too much. I feel like there isn't 40 here by standard, but maybe they put more in when the difficulty's higher. But then if the residents of this place were pooping out money, then they really ought to not bother turning the frickin' lights on, because goodness knows you don't want to see that situation happening in front of your eyes, even though it's actually happening behind you. But never mind. Again, with the mahoosive printer. Medical documents, they seem to have a bar chart on them, possibly telling you how high your cholesterol has gotten these last couple of years, and that's why you keep having heart attacks. I wouldn't know. And hopefully I never will. What was I yammering on about? Something unimportant and uninteresting, no doubt. More of these numbers that I still have no idea what the purpose of them is for. I'm sure I was talking about something, but I'm also sure that it wasn't anything important, so perhaps I'll just move on from that fact and shut up. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hopefully these aren't doors, these are windows. I'm screwed. Money in here? Yes indeed. Thing here that I don't really need, but I'll take anyway because goodness only knows why. If we go through here, we can come up onto this level, which we didn't see last time because I was too busy not looking at things. What is this? It's so tense here, I can barely breathe. Maybe that's because of all the smoke next to the totems, if you'll pardon my language, and all of the farts that we keep releasing in that cupboard in the bedroom, but never mind. I want a kink shave. Oh, I don't like it here. I don't like it here, it's scary. More money, good. I'll have this if you don't mind. Okay, good. We're nearly there. Could I use the saw to get these off? Yes, indeed! Some more stuff we haven't had a chance to see before. Oh, gosh. Lots of dead people. Child sketch. Ah, interesting. Father, daughter, mother... father, little daughter, mother, slightly medium-sized daughter. Interesting. Do you think that could relate to the puzzle with the pictures? That what in the name of the Borg is this? I don't know. We're going to step into it and find out. Oh, golly. It's a portal! Okay. Because at this point, why the bloody hell wouldn't you have a frickin' portal? Also, I'm pretty sure this wasn't here before. I think she... Hang on, there's money there. There's money down here. I really shouldn't be playing for this long, because it's going to do bad things to my cholesterol, as we were talking about before. I don't think that money was there before, and I'm convinced this wasn't here before. Maybe she drops them in her wake, as it were, by which I do not mean her death party. I don't really understand wakes, we don't have them here. Yeah, because nothing else has changed, so it can't be like the world has reset or anything since going through that portal, but that's interesting. Let me go back to the place with the pictures. I want to have another go at that if I can remember where the hell it was. The answer to that is no. No, I can't remember where it was. Everything's going fine. Apart from the chanting, which seems to continuously produce a large volume of spit in my ear, everything's going fine. Okay, so this is just a way in order to access access the bedroom, if you so desire. Let's not even make a filthy joke about it and get the hell on with our life. So presumably the order we need to go is like the father, then the mother, and then the two daughters going oldest to youngest. If we twist the pictures in that order, then I just reckon, we might be alright. If I only had the faintest idea where the paintings were. I don't think they were downstairs. I'm pretty sure they weren't downstairs. I'm pretty sure they were right here. So that'd be that one, followed by that one, followed by that one, followed by that one. No. No, not that either. Okay, now I'm confused. It was definitely father and then mother and then the two daughters going older to younger, but that doesn't seem to do anything. And at the same time, it was that one, that one, that one, that one in terms of just where they were, unless it goes the other way round? No. Or would have been that one. No, I'm really confused. I don't understand how that puzzle works. It doesn't seem to follow the sequence. It doesn't seem to go biggest to smallest, and doesn't seem to go smallest to biggest. It doesn't seem to follow by the specific order of where the images are, one next to the other. 4-digit code? For what? I haven't seen any safes. Or saves. Not entirely sure what the plural of a safe is. And frankly, I don't care to find out. Yes, there must be... I don't remember being in here before. Oh no, I do remember the Mahusa print. I'd just forgotten about the bottle of booze. Yes, and I remember being in here as well with the useless light switch. I remember it all now. Oh, bollocks. Let's go back into the bathroom and stick our head over the toilet, because goodness knows if my student days taught me anything is that that's what people do when they're too wasted. Right. I'd like to figure out what's up with this painting puzzle, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to, because I don't seem to be clever enough. I seem to be ever so slightly too stupid. But let me just go back and look at it for another moment, if I may. I'd imagine it must be... Although, hang on. Do you think it's not... I originally thought it was the size of the image. Maybe the sizes of the images, or the drawings, would be a better word to use. Maybe the size of the drawings isn't the point. Maybe the point is actually the nails that are being used to attach onto the walls, which do seem to be slightly different heights. Which, in which case, it might be mother, father, then elder daughter, younger daughter. Going from top to bottom in terms of height. Yes, let's try that. So mother, father, elder daughter, younger daughter. Let me try that and see if that does anything, because I'm convinced this must do something, right? Because there's too much detail here and too much investment in the creation of all this for it to not pay off. So this must do something. It's just a question of what, in the name of heckin' Hades, does it do? So let me try this one, this one, this one, this one. Again, nothing. This one, this one, this one, this one. Again, nothing. I don't get it. There's a little bloody handprint here, which is lovely. No, there must be something more to this puzzle that I don't quite understand. There must be something more to this. 4-digit code. Well, I have the numbers, but where to put them? I don't even know what the numbers are, my friend. Hang on, what did this say? I wonder if there is more to the sketch than it seems. Maybe the people on it. Yes, but what? How does this all come together? I don't get it. Also, why is she holding a big knife? I don't know, and frankly I don't wish to find out, nor do I wish to get stabbed by it. I just wish to sit here and feel slightly suspicious of the fact that we haven't seen the witch in all of about 10 minutes, which makes me feel a bit worried. Maybe I should go through the portal. Maybe that would be a wise thing to do. I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to think that maybe it's wise. Where do the numbers go? What's up with them numbers? I don't know. I don't know what purpose it's supposed to serve. I probably shouldn't come over here, because this seems to be like a frightfully dangerous place at the moment. Yes, stupidly dangerous in fact. So I'm going to go over here instead. Where could there be a place to input? I haven't seen a place to input a code anywhere. Must be somewhere else in the basement. Well, where is she at the moment? Rummaging around the garbage, like some sort of charming lady that she is. Oh golly, I do seem to be able to walk around while I'm using the power of stupidity to get myself nearly murderfied. Yeah, it seemed like I could walk through the door even though I was using the trade in your eyes for somebody else's superpower, which is vaguely interesting. Right, I'm going to wander around the basement for a minute or two and see if I can find anything, anything interesting. There's a bag of money there which I should get hold of. There we go. Right. Anything here? More nails in the wall, but those don't really help me. There must be more to this. There must be more than meets the eye! Yep. Either the eye of myself or the eye of the witch. Goodness only knows. Kitty, oh, that's not alive. She after me. Yes, she's after me. Carrying her a totem, ready to whack me. Good for her. Oh, my giddy aunt. At this point, I might be happy just getting the last bundle of money and getting the hell out of here. I don't have a key, do I? I've got a code, but I haven't a key. No. Maybe the puzzle with the pictures is. What the hell was that noise? I don't know, but I don't ever want to hear it again for as long as I live. Definitely there's a lot of money in this one. Oh golly, this is the whole mansion. I thought I had been everywhere before already, but never mind. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Right. Well, you know, as much as I'd love to stay here in the wondrous company of this lovely lady for the rest of the forever of always, I'd also quite like to get the bloody hell out of here for the rest of the forever of always. Okay, she's gone upstairs, which is nice. Unfortunately, that's also where I need to go, which is less nice. Never mind all that. I was just looking up there and I was thinking, gee, well, yes, there's something up there that don't quite look right, and I realised it was the rump of a witch. Not something I think I needed to see. That's interesting. Did we see through the crack of the door for a moment there and see the top of the protagonist's head? That's curious. That's very curious. I don't know if that was just me seeing things, because after this long in this game, I feel like I am starting to see things. You know what? I forget me. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Oh, hooray! We did it. Here's a scary face in very low resolution. Oh my giddy aunt! I'm not very good at this. Should we have a go at this one and see if we can win? Because we both know that I can't. Because I wasn't very good at this the first time, and goodness only knows I'm going to get worse at it this time. Okay, let's just relax. We don't need to worry about any money, any meat this time. We do need to worry about money, because financial insecurity will plague my generation for the rest of our lives. But that's not what we're here to have a debate about. We're just here to worry about why my mouse stopped working for a moment then. Okay. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to do this, because I have severely struggled to defeat even one enemy, so the chances of doing two at the same time isn't going to work either. However, the fact that we're in the school level perhaps gives me an advantage, because I was going to say, because the dog isn't here, the school bell won't be here, and I won't have to worry about the doors opening at random intervals. However, I've now realised that those two things had nothing to do with each other. Of course they freaking didn't. Of course. Oh. That's a rather haunting scream. No, we'll keep it on normal. I have to maintain a certain level of dignity. I have to try anyway. You know what else I've realised? Other than, you know, I'm a moron. This is difficult and I'm wasting everyone's time. Other than those tiny facts, I've also realised that the eye's power is going to be less powerful than previously, because now you're not going to know whose eyes you're looking out of. Are you looking out of his eyes? Or are you looking out of hers? So although you might look through the eyes and see, they're in the reading room, for example, and you think, okay, well that's nowhere near where I am, so I'm safe. However, that might not be true, because you don't know where the other one is. Unless you use two eye powers at the same time, which means you're going to need twice as many. So either way, they're going to screw you over at least a little bit. Is that a French flag? I think so, yes. I'm trying to tell whether that is blue or green. I think it's blue. Probably check it against the colour of the American flag. Yes, indeed it is blue. Interesting. I don't really know why a French flag would, why a French school would have an American flag in it. Or in fact, why an American school would have a French flag in it, given that the architecture of this building seems to lend itself much more to an American school than a French school, says a man who knows nothing about the French education system, particularly the infrastructure of it. But you'll forgive me if I think this is ever so slightly frightfully American. Okay. Let's just pretend like everything's fine. We've got more of this. Well, isn't that just lovely? Just thinking to myself, gee, I really wish we had more Halloween decorations here, as if this couldn't quite get Fallout 4 enough. Fallout 4-y enough. You might forgive me for not wanting to go over there, or you might not. The choice is yours. Let's come over here. Have some more money. Okay, we've already found half the money, which is pretty darned good. It's still taking a while to get used to how sensitive this mouse is, but I'll get there eventually, I promise you. Yeah, we've already found half the money, which is pretty darned good going, if I do say so myself. You're probably going to realise it's going to take us a lot longer to find any more money, and it's going to become much more scarce soon. But never mind. Just remember that the more money that we have, the lower the scarcity, and thus the lower the value. So the more money we have, the less we can buy with it. Isn't that an interesting paradox of economics? Weirdly, I was going to say, weirdly, nobody seems to be around. But no, everybody's here, and everybody wishes to murder me in very large proportions. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. You know what, I've just realised. You know what I've just realised about that floating head enemy? Because she's actually got a mouth and a stomach and intestines, she has the minimum required amount of anatomy necessary in order to ensure that she can eat me, digest me, and then poop me out the other end. Isn't that just lovely? The answer to that is no, it's utterly horrific and disgusting. But don't worry about that, I am unable to sprint for some reason. Don't know why. You should probably stop pressing the... You can't die twice, apart from the fact you can. Big fibber! Oh, big fibber! You realise this is why children are so disenfranchised with school, because adults keep lying to them about stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I seem to be quite passionate about it. You can't die twice, and the two enemies happen to take you from both ends. Oh my word. This seems vaguely doable, but also vaguely based on luck. In terms of whether you happen to stumble upon the money, and whether you happen to stumble upon the baddies. But we won't worry about that. Maybe I need to use my eyes power a bit more. Trouble is, I don't know these maps well enough yet. Would you shush? You don't need to draw any... I'm not even going to go with what I think that is. I'm not even going to say what I think that is, because it's not somewhere we should be going when we're speaking about juveniles. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. You know, since I stopped recording quite so regularly to make videos, quite so regularly, my voice doesn't have the same endurance that it used to. There was once a time when I could go for hours and hours and hours on end without feeling so much as a tickle in my throat. And I've only been going for an hour and 20 minutes, and I already feel quite hoarse. So, I didn't miss one there, did I? No, good. So, I really hope that we can win this level soon, because I really want to get to the end of this and say that I've won every single level, at least on the standard difficulty, so that I can end it there. Oh, it does show you both. Like an old split-screen co-op game. My goodness, there's a blast from the past. Do you even does anything other than indie games even do split-screen co-op these days? I genuinely don't know. I wouldn't know. I never really go in for multiplayer games, and that's not because I'm antisocial. Not some sort of friendless loner. Just like doing things quietly on my own. This sort of the definition of what I just said I wasn't. Man alive, these toilets were swimming in it, weren't they? Not the sort of thing that school toilets are generally swimming in. Holy shit. Or he. I don't know. I don't know which of them it is. I don't know which of them it isn't. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just going to take a moment. It does seem like often the money isn't... No, there definitely weren't two in there before. Okay, there's a degree of randomization. It's probably just that there's a limited number of spots where the money can go, so that sometimes it's going to be in the same place. That 'tis the nature of randomness. Okay, right, we only need 3 more. Is anyone... Somebody's in this room. Don't know what it's called. Can't think of the words because I'm ever so slightly too scared. But other than that, everything's going quite well. We only need to find 3 more bits of money, and then find the exit, which, if I remember correctly from the last time we were here with that great big dog, that was the most difficult part of all this. Right, that's the room with the radio. I don't think we've been down into the basement yet, so... Oh, no, not the morgue, not the morgue, no. That was the mental institute, the one level that I only used once for some bizarre reason. Hooray, we only need to find 1 more bag of money. 1 more bag of money, and we can hopefully leave. Come on, give me some money, give me some money. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, just breathe. I'm so freaking screwed. I'm so freaking screwed. Where's the freaking door? Not that way. I have a horrid feeling I'm about to get So close, and yet so far. Yes, I agree. Right. What do you use the coins for? Is that what this is all for? Standard pixel? What the hell is this? Oh, you probably use this, don't you? Oh no, this is the difficulty settings. How do I click on these though? I don't know. It won't let me click on these. Let me click on these either. What Oh, I need to click and drag. I see. So there's some sort of pixelated mode. Your own ghost! Please don't kill me in order to find out what my ghost looks like. You can have the double trouble, you can have sandbox. That's interesting. These look all sorts of interesting things. Don't know what this means. Immersive mode, I don't know what that is either. Let's see what. I'm going to stop for a moment and let my voice rest for a moment and just relax and breathe, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to have another stab at this level here because I feel like it's doable. Actually, bollock it. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to try a load of random stuff. I want to go back to the hospital level because we only saw that once. I want to see what Own Ghost is, and I want to see what immersive mode is and pixel mode is. There's all this random stuff. I haven't got any idea what it is, and get on with it. Oh. What? Oh, goodness. You can upload an audio file of you having a bit of a yell, presumably. Oh. Interesting. It's a faceless and silent ghost. Yes. Oh my giddy aunt. This is very, very indie horror game. This is slightly awful. I slightly hate this. This is going to give me a splitting headache if I continue to use this for very long. Can we please go to the main menu and I can turn this off? Giddy aunt. Not that. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Okay, let's go out of that for a moment. I don't know what endless mode is. Well, I can guess what it is, but it doesn't sound really interesting if you ask me. Guessing immersive mode is like called the HUD. Let's just turn the pixel mode off so I can see what I'm doing again. Oh yeah, I think it's all the HUD and there's no... Yeah, there's no money counter like there used to be. Interesting. So you still got all of the stuff, you just, you aren't told as much about it, and you don't know how much stamina you've got left either. Interesting. We didn't see this before either. Okay. I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm a little too tucking to carry on. So, we didn't get through the double trouble level, and for that I apologise. But it's only in appendices, and her appendices seemed to have fallen off somewhere, probably down the corridor, which she was chasing me, but that doesn't matter. We beat the main 4 levels, which I think is pretty good. We beat them on normal difficulty, which is alright, apart from that one, which has got 0 stars for it. Not some sort of little kid that needs to get a gold star in my book in order to think that my life is worth living, but at the same time I wouldn't mind being told that I'm slightly less than terrible. Maybe I didn't play on normal mode? Or is it because I was playing it in the intro? Does that not count? But then it counts the number... I don't already know. Let's just have a look at the credits and see the nice people that did this. Here are some nice people that did it. Yes, made by these people. Yes, and other such things. Or some translators. Oh, that's nice, of course. To put it into different languages. That is kind of... Oh, goodness, these credits are quite long, actually, which surprises me. Is this sort of primarily... This seems primarily to be sort of translation people. Goodness, it's been translated into more languages than most books have. Yes, interesting. Yes, never mind. Yes, sort of credits of stuff. Yes, people who made sounds. Yes, people who helped make the game. Don't really know why I'm finding this so bizarre, but for some bizarre reason I am. Here are the people who made the models and things like that. Isn't that lovely? Right. Yes, all sorts of stuff, but things you can't actually link to, which means, oh, I could have done this. That's way smoother. Thoughts about that, but never mind. Yes, this was quite a good little game. I quite like it. Taking it purely for what it is, I can't remember how much this was. I think it was on sale when I bought it. It was only like 60p, which isn't very much. It's about the price of a chocolate frog in a supermarket, so not very expensive at all. I think it was on sale when I bought it because it had just been released. But yes, in terms of in terms of what it is, you do get quite a bit for your money's worth. In terms of you've got all these different levels, all the different enemies, you've got lots of different difficulty modes. You've got little bits of lore in there as well, which seemed to go directly over my head. But never mind, this one didn't have any lore in it, which is curious. Sorry, what did that say? On the next bit of here. Clever witch devices to inflict curse upon, avoid or destroy. Oh, so that's what I was doing when I was going through that weird dial thing. I see. I thought you meant destroy the witch. That would have been more amusing, but never mind. Yeah, you get quite a lot of stuff here actually in terms of almost a little own level maker, which is quite cute. And I like the idea that you can make your own ghost. That's just cute. I like that. I presume that a lot of this stuff wouldn't have been here in the mobile version, like making your own ghost, for example, because you could have uploaded an own image, of course, but I don't really know how you'd upload an audio file, because most phones back in the day didn't have an option where you could just record sound on its own for making like voice notes or anything, despite the fact that would be a perfectly easy thing for most phone manufacturers to have included on phones, but never mind, doesn't matter. I'm having a rant about the old features of old phones that I never used at the time because I was too young. But that isn't the point. The point is that this is a very good game, and I rather liked it. Yes, as I said, I don't know if it's made by the same person who made Granny, but it does seem very similar, so I imagine it's in some way connected to that sort of franchise and all that. It shows, it is good, it is fun, it is nice, it is a bit difficult. I don't know how scary it is, per se. I feel like perhaps all the shakiness of when the enemy is close by takes away from some of the atmosphere a little bit, because the atmosphere is sort of overtaken by all the juddery noises. So perhaps if that was toned down a little bit, then and perhaps the enemy had more visual cues in terms of just looking to see where the enemy is. And to be honest with you, if the shakiness was also turned down and made less prominent, which sort of forced you to use the eyes a lot more, because I feel like the eyes aren't really necessary because you can just tell when the enemy's nearby by the rattliness. So maybe it could be made a little bit scarier by rebalancing that a little bit. But anyway, bit late to say that now. They've already made the game, so I'll shut up and let you get on with the rest of your life, haven't I? I've taken up too much of your evening as it is. But anyway, that was rather good. I rather enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've run out of breath. Good night.